before we get into the research, remember, I'm not preaching, I'm investigating, and lots of my videos contradict each other in certain points. And it's not that I'm trying to do that, it's just that I want to research and I want to find the red thread, the keys to what the actual truth is. So there might be some that say like the 700 years. Then I looked into that historian that said that there was 700 years taken out. And then I found out about Canaan II. So then that means there was 1500 years that we need to put back onto the timeline, and then going into the Zadokite calendar. So I'm trying to make sense of it all. I'm trying to piece it all together. I'm trying to be a researcher, and I'm not a preacher. So if you have any information you want to send to me, go ahead. I'd love to hear from you. And do not critique what I'm doing, because I'm not trying to preach to you. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm not trying to do anything but just give evidence. And some things might not make sense, and then in the end it might make sense. So let's just pray before we go into any research, and hopefully people can send stuff to me so then I can see what they are into and what the actual truth is. That's what we want to find out, what the actual truth is. Are we living in the season where Satan is loosed? I think we are. Are we seeing that there is a camp of saints? Is there going to be some pretend blue beam alien invasion coming? Don't know, but let's investigate and let's find out. And let's find out from facts too. And also go back to the Torah, go back to the lost books, go back to the Dead Sea Scrolls, piece it all together. So the camp of saints, from the prophecy to the project Iceworm. Strange name, isn't it? Project Iceworm. But anyway, we're going into exploration of hidden enclaves, civilizational defense, and northern mysteries. The enigma of the camp, top secret. The phrase camp of the saints originates in Revelations 20 verse 9, describing a beloved city surrounded by adversaries at the end of days. When is the end of days, shall we ask? I think it's very soon, but it might not be. I'm not going to predict. I want evidence to back up what I'm saying. And I don't want to be just out there saying like all those preachers that were going to say that we're going to be raptured. No, we're not going to be raptured. We're going to have to stand before the Creator. So let's get ourselves right before then, and let's learn as much as we can, and let's piece it all together. So across history and literature, this concept has evolved into a powerful symbol. It represents 4 distinct types of sanctuary. We have the prophetic, a physical hidden land set apart for the faithful. Terra Desso. The political, the civilization under siege for the incompatible cultures, the West. The historical, a secret military city carved into the ice. Looking at Greenland at the moment, and Camp Century. And the mythological, a spiritual realm adjacent to our reality, the Asadai. Revelation and the hidden north. Right, the key concept here is the 10 lost tribes are said to have migrated to a region known as Arzerth, a distant region, spelled Arzerth, a distant region where mankind had never lived. To keep the statutes, not statues, but statutes, they had not kept in their own land. This theory is esoteric. Researchers propose this is a physical location hidden by divine intervention until the end of days. It is accessed via the narrow passage of the Euphrates, which this source identifies not as the river in Iraq, but as a river system near the North Pole. Okay, remember, we're researching. This is not me preaching that is the exact truth. So we're going and looking at the cosmology of 2nd Esdras 13. And also 2nd Esdras 13:40 to 45. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind had dwelled. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half, and the same region is called Arzerth. I don't know if that's how it's said, but I'm going to go with that. Terra Desso, the land of Jesus. This map anomaly predates 1776 maps. It depicts the North Pole not as ice but as 4 landmasses surrounding a central black rock with 4 rivers flowing inward. The missing time. Modern time zones shift by only 1 hour between Russia and Alaska. However, these proponents argue there is a hidden 3-hour gap suggesting a massive strip of land that has been deleted from modern geography. The barrier. The international dateline zigs and zags specifically to hide this missing region. The source suggests these lands are hidden by the firmament or the veil. The ticket of entry, the fasted lifestyle. Accessing or surviving in this camp during the little season, the release of Satan, is not about stocking food, but the spiritual alignment. Now, in another video that I've said about, certain things that we need, like silver and that's just a barter. Now, I'm not talking about wealth in this season. The last season, the Millennial Kingdom, everything was provided by Yahusha. All the saints and everything had everything done. Now, this season, where it's a different ball game. I don't know. We can only get our evidence from the Bible and the lost books. But what we're going on is how they lived, what they did. Now, I don't know whether it's different or it's the same, and what we're trying to access now, what's going to happen. But we have to read the Torah, the Bible, and don't follow the Schofield Bible or the Masoretic scriptures that they have hindered us with. But I would say it's looking and searching. So if I say get some silver, it's only because I think that could help us, but I don't know. I mean, if there is a point where we need to barter I don't believe in the money system anyway, because I've looked into the money system as well quite a long time ago, and I had to read this. I read this book. It was so interesting. I'll put it up one day. It's by can't even remember his name. Anyway, he explained how the whole money system worked, and the Federal Reserve and everything else, and that it's not. The IMF is not owned by each country. It's in its own corporation. It is ruling everything and how everything works, because then I went into the Commonwealth of Australia and how the Commonwealth Bank was the first bank, and that they didn't charge usury, and that everything now is about usury, and in the Torah it says do not charge usury. And then we have these people that charge usury because they think we are the lower class, and it goes right through everything. So so the money system, and now we're all agreeing that cash is better than the crypto, because the crypto they can lock us out any moment, but at least with cash we could always use it to help others or whatever. But that's what we're supposed to do. We are supposedly, I believe this is a part of being in Revelations 20 in the little season, is we are meant to help each other. So please, if people have the capacity to be able to gather riches or gather wealth, you need to help your brother and your sister. Your brother and your sister, I'm talking about people that truly believe. You don't need to help someone that maybe, you know, he's going to go and spend it on something that's not exactly going to be good for them. So use your discernment, you know, use your spirit to guide you, but doesn't mean you wipe them off. You still love them, and if they're family, and you maybe help them in another way. But later down the track, if they become stewards, good stewards of, you know, everything they do, then you make that assumption then. So we're going to look at this fasted lifestyle. I said I'm not a preacher, but oh God, I'm going on, aren't I? Anyway, assessing or surviving in the camp during the little season and the release of Satan is not about stocking food, but spiritual alignment, right? But still have your food there. You know, be understanding that you don't want to starve, and help your fellow neighbour. The Isaiah 58 fast is interpreted not as a food abstinence, but as a lifestyle or act of righteousness. Then we have to look into that word righteousness. I know none of us are righteous without the Creator, the Creator's blood, the covering. So loose the bonds, remove the chains of wickedness, share bread, feed the hungry, and house the poor. That's if you have that wealth. If the Creator has given you this in this little season, or whoever's given it to you, then you need to share. We really need now, more than anything, is to help each other and to share. So break the yoke, undo the heavy burdens of oppression. Oppression can come from being unrighteous, like, you know, a liar, a cheat, a thief, whatever. You just choose not to do that for your fellow man, woman, to move from lawlessness to obedience. Because if we see everything that we watch on YouTube derived around money, it's always about having the money to have the lifestyle you want, have everything you want. But what about the people that don't have enough food? Why aren't we there to help and share with them? Who are we to be so self-indulgent and to be have the Jezebel spirit in us that we think about ourselves more than we would think about anyone in our family, anyone outside our family that we know is struggling, that has a heart for the Creator? The spiritual state is to finding the hidden physical sanctuary. Have the obedience, entering into the Sabbath of Yahushua. I think that's important. The Sabbath is important, but it's important to share it with other people as well. Maybe not to do it on your own with 3 dogs and a chicken. But get people around you that are loving, kind, and have those attributes, the fruits of the Spirit. The real camp in the north. Project Iceworm. The location, 1959, a US Army base buried 8 meters beneath the Greenland ice sheet, 800 miles from the North Pole. That's the cover story. The camp century, officially a polar research station to test construction techniques and man and woman psychology for future moon bases. The reality of the classified Project Iceworm, a top-secret plan to hide 600 mobile Iceman nuclear missiles in a vast network of 4,000 kilometres of tunnels. I wonder what they're doing with those tunnels. Forget the nuclear, which we know that's just used for power only, and there's no such thing as nuclear bombs, maybe. But to position second strike nuclear capabilities within the reach of the USSR, hidden by the ice from the Soviet detection. Engineering the city under the ice. There's a Greenland ice sheet. They have housing for 200 soldiers. They have power, which is the nuclear reactor. And they have a chapel, a theatre, a hospital, hot showers, and water source. Lord. Right, this word is going to be really hard for me. I'm trying to say it, but I've got to say it now. The viscosity of the ice sheet. They were defeated by nature. The engineers they were underestimated. The tunnel walls began to warp and deform, threatening to crush the nuclear reactor. They evacuated in 1967. The toxic legacy. The US abandoned the base, assuming the ice would entomb the waste forever. Left behind was 200,000 litres of diesel, PCBs, and radioactive coolant water. The modern threat. NASA radar 2024 confirms the ice is melting. The toxic remnants of the camp century are predicted to be exposed to the environment within decades. Sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? They had steel archways. Imagine what it took to build this. And where are they trying to go to? Okay, let's look at the hidden folk of the West. The Irish mythology and the Acidai. I think that's how it's said, but it's Sidhe, but some Irish person please help me. Identity as atmosphere. The source argues the Irish identity is not genetic but atmospheric. It is the Acidai power, the transparent energy of the land itself. Now remember, doesn't mean this is what I believe, but this is the research. The land of the youth, a hidden civilization adjacent to our own, accessible through ancient mounds, mist, or by the following beam of sunlight off the Western Ocean. The mystery of the North. The convergence prophecy. The North Pole is the gateway to the hidden land. History. Greenland was strategic key to Cold War dominance. Myth. The northern winds serve as the boundary to the other world, the edge of the world. The north represents the limit of man's mapping, the place where here be dragons or saints begins. It is a natural hiding place for things that do not wish to be found. What we build in the ice, whether we're digging the bunkers, writing warning novels, or searching ancient maps for Arzerth, we are ultimately trying to secure a future against an uncertain world, and the world of Satan who has been released. So all of us are searching, but the camp century was crushed by the ice. The camp of the saints is surrounded by fire. The Acidai retreat into the mounds. The camp is a mirror. It reflects our deepest fear of invasion and our desperate hope that there is still a place hidden somewhere where we will be safe. But I don't think that's true in this little season. But we can only hope and pray that we will stand before the Creator and be covered by Yahusha.
Listen. The world tells a story, a weak and fading lie. Says the spirit is broken, says the faithful should die. They paint us as ghosts while they dance in the fire. But we are the remnant, the unbreakable wire. Our mission, to stand in the name that they banned. Yahusha is the rock where our fortress is manned. We are the wrong way walkers in Babylon's street, with the dirt on our hands and the call on our feet. Our life is a scroll where his testament's written. Not just to believe, but to carry the smithing. This world is the forge and the heat is on high, to temper the steel that will pierce through the sky. Our family, our table, our prayer in the night of the front line trenches in the spiritual fight. You see a small people just trying to cope. You're looking at watchmen on the wall full of hope. The stage may seem tiny, the audience blind, but the script we are following is not of this kind. The walls may be shaking, the culture may scream, but we are not subjects inside of their dream. We are strong, we are not weak in this little season. We know our enemy, the plot and the treason. They rage in the temple, they think they hold time, but we serve the king or divine. This little season, a breath in the span, delivers his arrows, part of the plan. We are strong. Let's be clear on the mission, not some abstract belief. His love is a weapon to offer relief, to bind up the broken, to be a safe home while the sirens of Sodom crackle and foam. Our enemies, not flesh, not the face that we see. It's the principality, the spiritual decree that tells men they're nothing but matter and lust, to eat, drink, and perish and return to the dust. We know when his tricks, our result is the fall. Division, deception, the prideful way wall. He offers you numbness, a comfortable chain, a life of small pleasures to drown out the pain. But we are the wakeful, we've tasted the grain. We bear a name that dismantles his reign. Our lives are the proof text against his dark sermon, a living, breathing, uncompromised confirmation. From the boardroom to homestead, from street to the bed, we carry the truth like a fire in our head, to raise up a standard, to live set apart with the king's resurrection power in our heart. This little season, a Satan grasp, a momentary shadow soon to pass. But what we built here in his mighty name echoes forever in the coming age. The enemy rages because he knows his time is a short, short chain, and the links are all mine. We see you, servant, we know your name. We are not afraid of your little game. The blood is our banner, the spirit our breath, and our life is a walking victory over your death, over your back, over your debts. We are strong, we are not weak in this little season. No, it may the plot and the treason, they own the airwaves, they think they hold sway, but we are the dawn of the coming day. This little season, a test in the sand, to prove we will stand in the strength that I hate. Yeah, we are strong. We are strong. We are strong. In the name of Yahusha, we live. In the name of Yahusha, we build. In the name of Yahusha, we resist. In the name of Yahusha, we love. This is our mission. This is our life. This little season, we are not weak. We are strong.